Are you looking to get custom merch for your band? PM Star Promotions is producing all types of promotional items such as shirts, hats, stickers, banners, koozies, skate decks, and much, much more. All products are imprinted in the USA and made to last while keeping your cost as low as possible. Need a shirt design or logo made? The PM Star team has over 20 years experience in graphic design to make your ideas come to life. PM Star Promotions is making their way by working alongside with national bands and record labels including Crowbar, Goat Whore, and Ripple Music. To get customized, dependable work or check out the package deals that fit your budget and other exciting offers, please check out our featured collection on Facebook, PM Star Promotions, or visit www.pmstarpromo.com. It's time to get noticed.
MHOG.
Welcome back to the MetalHandOfGod podcast. Yeah! The most dangerous podcast on the internet. I am your host, Wayne, and across the sea of computers is...
the Rum Guy!
No, it's not!
It's not?
No, you're not the Rum Guy.
Well, the Rum Guy's on the road right now, technically.
Technically, he is. He is. He is actually still working.
Oh. Is that what he meant by I'm not home yet? I thought he meant he was, like, driving home.
No, he meant I'm not home yet, and then he sent me a big, like, an exclamation point, fucking tourists.
Yeah, he said he's, tourist season where he lives now isn't over till, like, October.
Yeah, it's a long time because it's the beach, man.
So the first, like, real time off that he's gonna get is, like, your wedding day.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, sucks for him.
Yeah, I know, right? Poor bastard.
But, you know.
So
I'm Adam.
That's Adam right there. The sexiest man on the podcast.
It's true.
It is. It really is. I mean, Kyle comes in a close second.
It's stiff competition. You know, it's all like the whole show is just big dicks and shit, and it's hard to stand out. But I do edge y'all out a little bit. Yeah,
you got that beautiful skin, that olively dark brown skin.
I got like 8 different skin colors.
So you're trying to say you're plaid?
No, it's not that organized. I'm more like, do you remember the costume from the Amazing Spider-Man movie a few years back?
I do.
My skin color is kind of like that. Like, it looks like paint that's running off.
All right, I can see that. I get it. I'm with you on it.
Well, I think we have like a couple of announcements on this show, but I have an announcement to start off.
All right, shoot it out there, brother.
I officially quit the Grimm Grinning Hosts today.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, it was time.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I know you dug doing the show.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, we all know that I'm, you know, a notorious flake. And I have like 9 projects at any given time, and I never get anything done. And, you know, I couldn't, you know, the show is, you know, I don't want to get into any details that don't involve me, but the show is right now probably not going to be back on any sort of regular schedule anytime soon. Like,
right.
When it comes out, it'll just come out. And I just can't, like, I can't do that. Like,
you gotta have a scheduled thing because you do so much.
Well, they're all way younger than us. Like they're all, you know, Hunter's 25, and, you know, I think the oldest person beneath me is 30 or 31, I think.
Oh, wow. So you were the old man of the bunch.
Yeah. know. But it's, I mean, when you're, like when people talk about, like, when you see TV shows when you're a kid, like, it's like, oh my God, you turned a big 3-0, and it's, it's like, oh, it's crazy, you're dying. That's not how 30 is at all, unless you're stupid, But like as you get into your 30s, like you start to become more aware, like, oh, I'm middle aged now. Like,
yeah, I mean, you have things you have to plan out.
I don't have that much time.
You got shit you got to plan out,
Yeah, and I mean that's on me, but at the same time, like I think it's a little easier when you're 28 to be like, yeah, I'll just, like, whenever the show comes out, like well, and I shouldn't even say that because they all have lives, but I just feel like there's things I need to get to, and I mean, there's definitely big projects that I was supposed to do, like, in March that I haven't started on, and right now I'm really trying to focus on photography, and
Good. Good.
So yeah, so it's bittersweet,
Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, you wish them well, and you're gonna go and do bigger things. So,
cool. Fuck them.
Oh, okay, all right. Fuck you guys. I'm okay with that too. Yeah, we do have several announcements to do on this show.
Oh, several. Ooh.
Like, I'm going to tease with one right now. Now, we did have that Mondo contest. Remember that?
No.
All right. Well, what was this contest we were doing that I think you bought the posters for?
I definitely bought the posters.
Anyway, we did the Mondo contest, and it is now over. We do have 3 amazing winners. 3 people sat and did what we asked them to do, amongst other people, of course, but we picked 3 fabulous people to do this, to win, and we're going to announce them on this episode.
But not right.
No, not right now. You're going to have to sit through some other shit first.
Which, because I don't know anything else.
Well, okay, so Saturday night, my boss took me and some other people, his brother Paul and a few other guys, out to go see Roger Waters play. And if you're not familiar with who Roger Waters is, he is one of the founding members of Pink Floyd. So it was really incredible to get to see this guy play, because the last time he played in New Orleans was 43 years ago. And he's in his 70s, so I don't think he's going to wait another 43 years to come back. So I don't think he's going to come back ever again.
What if he's Jesus?
Well, if he's Jesus, then he'll be back. But I loved the concert. The concert was fantastic until it got to the political stuff. Now, if you're a fan of Pink Floyd, you know Pink Floyd's music is political. Most of it is, anti-government. But I didn't know. Oh yeah. Most of the stuff, like The Wall, is completely like, I hate England.
I mean, you definitely got that from it, but I'm actually not a Pink Floyd fan. I'm one of those people that like my musical, like, history. Like, when I look at people that are like, yeah, I love Pink Floyd and I love Rush and, like, bands like that. I'm just like, oh, no, I'm good.
I'm not like the biggest fan of Pink Floyd. I like Pink Floyd a lot, but I'm not like, one of the guys that I would spend $400 or $500 to go see them. I mean, if they got back together, I might go see them if they had cheap tickets. But other than that, no.
I wouldn't pay $500 to see him play if he actually was Jesus coming back from the grave. I'd be like, cool, like, you can die on the cross again or something. Like, I'm.
But this show kind of blew me away in a way, because the way that Roger Waters did the staging was, like, completely blew me away. It's incredible. They had a giant screen behind the bands, and most bands do that, have that stuff. But then they had these black things that were lining the stage, and then in the center of the audience above, they had these trestles that went across that had giant lights on the trestles. And when the show began, it began with a heartbeat, and it was the entire, like, that would flash with the heartbeat, and the entire place would light up red. Like, it kept going on until it started. Well, I'm getting to better stuff, but when that, they actually had an intermission in the show. So what they did was when all that stuff was done, they used all that, it stopped. They took off for about 15 minutes, and when they came back with a song from the Wall called Pigs Three Ways. And this completely blew me away. Like, I can't remember if it was that's the song that they opened up with when they came back out. But anyway, what they did was that trestle thing that I was telling you about lowered down, like, above the audience about, I couldn't tell how high. It was probably a good 15 feet above the audience. You know, I mean, they're not going to be like right on top of their heads or anything. But a fucking factory came out of this trestle and lifted up with smokestacks that were smoking, and like, it was the most incredible thing I think I've ever seen at a concert. Like, I understand how they did it because it was really with screens, but the way it looked as it came out of the little trestle things, it just looked like it was a building just fucking emerging out of this piece of metal. It was so cool, man. And it was above, like, it split the audience in two. So that was really fucking sweet. That was like one of the best special effects things I've ever seen on a show. But then they got to, like I said earlier, the political stuff. I don't mind, when you do a political song or whatever, and you do a few, say something and this and that. But this was a little over the top kind of stuff. Like, I knew he was going to do something, of course, I mean, and I could care less either way if it was about Trump or if it was about this one or it was about that one. I don't give a fuck. I don't really care. But it really got obnoxious after a while, because I'm sitting there trying to enjoy the show, and like the Pigs Three Way song came on, and then that's when, like, everything was fucking Donald Trump's head, Donald Trump throwing up, Donald Trump as a baby, Donald Trump, what was it? Changing into, no, it was a Klansman that changed into Donald Trump. It was, my favorite picture though was Vladimir Putin holding a baby, and when it lowered down, it was Donald Trump's head. That was funny. But it really got obnoxious after a while, man. It was kind of like hard to watch, I guess. And then once it was over, I was like, okay, great. So that's over now. And then the next song came on, and it was Money. I don't know if you're familiar with that song.
Yeah, Money.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, every fucking video clip from that was Donald Trump. And I'm like, come on, dude. You just did like a 15-minute rant, like with your song. He didn't say anything. He just let the song speak for it, which is cool. I like that. But I was just kind of like, goddamn, okay, you did 15 minutes of a whole show about hating Donald Trump and how much he was a charade, and that he's like a joker and this and that. I get it. That's fine. That's cool. But when you go to the next song, don't fucking say more.
Yeah. The problem is that guys like Roger Waters, like, they don't need money.
No,
like,
they don't give a fuck.
He can pretty much, like, presumably he still tours because he just, like, maybe he just can't, like, imagine not being a musician and all that. I don't know,
Right.
but like there's really nothing to be gained or lost other than him wanting to be on stage and say what he wants and do what he wants. And I mean, the problem is like, I know we talk a little bit about politics here. Like, I feel like I have to sometimes self-edit myself, because like I don't ever want like people to listen to the show and just be like, oh, they just talked about their old man politics for an hour and a half.
Right.
Like, why do I listen to this? But like the thing is, like I run into this. I'm actually about to probably drop one of my favorite podcasts, which is called "How Did This Get Made?" And the reason is like for the last, I don't know, probably 4 months, it seems like an episode doesn't go by where there's not a Trump joke, like, which like, and they're never funny. Like that's the thing. Like, and it's not always them. Sometimes it's a guest,
Right.
But like, in fact, the last episode that I listened to, it was an audience member. They were watching Time Cop. And one of the audience was like, isn't it kind of like Trump? And I was like, I haven't seen Time Cop, but probably not. But it's just like at some point you kind of have to realize who you are and what people go to you for. And the truth is, no matter how political Pink Floyd is as a band, no one goes to them to listen to their politics. They just like the music. It's kind of my complaint about Rage Against the Machine. It's not that like Rage Against the Machine is a bad band. They're not. They're actually a very good band. The problem is like they're more interested in like their songs have to be political, and they're stupid. Like their politics are retarded. Like in like when every song's like, you gotta fight the man, fight the power, the man. Like, and just at some point it's just like, look, I don't give a fuck. Like play music. Like that's not what I go to you for. And granted, to be fair, like right now we're talking about a band, but like Roger Waters is a political person. Like his music has always been political. I get it. I'm according to you, I don't know, but I don't know from personal experience. But that's the thing. Like especially like even like as much as I hated Obama, and yeah, like Obama and Bush certainly. Like the news was constantly consumed with these people. Like, it's nothing compared to Trump. Like you could go a day without hearing George W. Bush's name. You could go a day without hearing Barack Obama's name. You cannot go a day without hearing Donald Trump's name. And,
yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, it's crazy.
But yeah, I think like people need escapism, and I don't. I mean, I'm sure there are people who would pay to go see a musician rant about Trump for an hour and a half. But I think most people wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a waste of money. I enjoyed the show though. Like I will say it was a top-notch fucking show. And like I said, I could have cared less either way. I just don't want your politics in my music. Like, I know most fucking bands do that a lot. I mean, but it's just kind of like I'm there to see you guys play some music that, I don't want to hear your mouth. Unlike Roger Waters, who did not get out there and talk. I know there's several, like one of my favorite incidences of all time is when Bono from U2 was on stage and he fucking stops the whole concert and he just starts doing this. Just clapping, right?
Uh-huh.
And he and he goes into the microphone and he's like every time I clap an African baby dies. And he just keeps clapping, and then you can hear a guy in the background scream, well, stop fucking clapping, asshole. And that's how I felt.
That's very fun.
I was kind of like, it's cool that you feel that way. I don't care. It's awesome, and you have the right to put your stuff out there, but I want to just listen to you play your music, man. That's all I'm there for.
I mean, it's it's sort of the problem of replacing God with celebrities and infamy and all that, and it's like these people, like no one tells them no. Like they're treated like everything they say is brilliant and valid. And 9 times out of 10, that, you know, like, being famous doesn't make you smarter than other people. They're just dumb in public, you know. But well, I mean, at least you liked the show. At least it wasn't a shit show, though. Right.
Oh no, it was fantastic. You know, I could never say that was a bad fucking show, because it really was. It was incredible and well worth every minute we spent there to watch it, you know? So.
And yet, fuck you, Roger Waters.
Yeah, all at the same time.
Did I say Roger Walters?
I think you did, but it's okay. Nobody knows who Roger Walters is anyway.
Barbara Wawa.
Barbara Wawa. Roger Waters is the guy who is from Breaking Bad.
Roger Waters next on 2020. And that's a dated reference.
Yeah, for real, dude. For real.
My goddaughter turned 24.
Wow.
Yesterday. That's or no, Monday. Today's Wednesday. I was like, fuck, like she's a grown woman now. Like she's not a kid. She's in her mid-20s. She's not really a kid anymore.
No.
You know, and I was like, fuck, I'm old.
Yeah.
It's like I don't feel like I should have a goddaughter that's 24 years old. I feel like we should still be like, you know, 15 at most, or really like 12. You know.
Time flies, man. Time flies.
Yeah.
We also have a fan mail today. You know. By the way, like I said, the concert was great. It was awesome. That was the only thing I have to say about it, was that there were people who walked out of the concert and left and made a big stink about it because it was all over the news. So that was pretty crazy.
Like they made noise, they just like left publicly.
They made noise, they left, and then it was, like I said, it was all over the news. Like people were actually complaining and saying shit, like big write-ups about it and stuff.
See, I disagree with that. Like I think like you have every right to be pissed off and leave. In which case he still wins because he has your money.
Right.
But like I think you have every right to do that. I disagree with like upsetting other people who also paid to see the show, like, you know, like, and distracting them. I think about that sometimes, like when I well, taking for instance that show that I mentioned earlier, how did this get made?
Yeah.
Like, I've had to quit a few shows because of their like talking about politics, and to be clear, I only get mad about it when it's shows that don't have anything to do with politics that I listen to specifically to avoid talk about politics, because I have political podcasts that I listen to and all that. But there's been a few that I quit that I thought about like writing like on Twitter, like, you know, finally had to stop listening to such and such, you know, and I was like, that's obnoxious. Like like they have every right. Like I don't pay, you know, like just like people don't pay us to podcast. Like we do what we want, and you know, and we don't have any bosses, you know. Same thing for them. Like it's their show. Like they're delivering free content. Like if you don't like it, then stop listening. Like, but you don't have a right to complain about what the artist is doing just because they went from being somebody that you liked what they did to being someone who you don't like what they did, you know. And you don't own the artist. You don't own Roger Waters, no matter how much money you spent on that ticket, you know. I mean, it makes him an asshole, but
right.
But you said we had mail.
We did. We had fan mail, and it was a mail from the Muslim mailman.
Why'd you say it that way?
Because I was trying to find it. I was digging through the phone trying to get it. I'm sorry. It sounded.
I thought you were confused, and I was like, I know who it is.
No,
not that big a mystery.
Ibrahim, the Muslim mailman, said, "Hey guys,
I say his name properly now." After I was like, I don't think that's how his name's
pronounced.
Well,
no. I knew it wasn't pronounced that way. The only reason I said it that way was because it was easier to come across. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like you're saying you thought I was stupid and I didn't understand Ibrahim.
No, I was talking about the rest of the people that were on the show. Anyway, but he says, "Thanks guys for the shout out on the podcast. It was pretty awesome. And keep up the awesome work. You know, he really enjoyed the show. So that was great. You know, good fan mail. I like getting positive fan mail instead of, hey guys, you guys suck a big cock. Keep up the shitty work. Go fuck yourselves. You know, I hate those.
Is that a shitty email? I mean, that suggests that we have like incredible like jaw skills. Like we can, you know, unhinge our jaws like a snake and take big. Maybe I should have let that go.
You should have let it go. Let it go a long time ago. Unhinge your jaw back and then calm down. You got it? You good?
Sure. I don't know if it was a good fan mail though. I like fan mail that like gets a little into depth, or maybe asks us like something interesting. Like, hey, if you think about it, if you're listening to this right now, why don't you send us an email at mhogbooking@gmail.com and like ask us something, you know? Do you need advice? Do you need love advice? I can give you love advice. I mean, I'm not dating anyone, so I probably shouldn't, but you know, but maybe that just means like maybe I'm the Barbara Wawa of, I don't know what that means, but you know, I could give you advice. Send us an email. Come on, Ibrahim. Surely you need to know how to lick pussy right. Like I know
he's married.
But you know, I know how to do it.
It's been a while, but you know how.
Oh, I do. I mean, you know, like it's kind of like eating pussy is like riding a bike, sorta. I mean, except for like, you know, there's no vaginas on a bike usually.
And you wouldn't put your fucking tongue in the spokes.
I mean, you know, if you're really trying to impress her, you might.
I guess.
Wait, was that not a metaphor?
I guess it would be like the spokes would be like the asshole. Is that what you're trying to figure out?
I don't really like ass, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, you're only like 2 inches away from it.
Yeah, but it's still a thing.
Whatever. I mean, if you slip, you get it in there. It's all right. It's all good.
Are you telling me that you accidentally eat ass from time to time?
No, I'm sure someone, you know, down the line you have as well, sir.
That sounds like a yes.
Oh, I've never said I didn't. I'm not ashamed of that. Fuck. Whatever.
You still haven't officially said yes, but yeah.
Yes.
He needs an ass.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Dirty motherfucker.
Yeah, want to drink after me now, don't you? Mm.
I don't even want to go to the same house as you. Dirty motherfucker.
Whatever.
Abraham, if you want to learn how to eat ass, Wayne knows all about that.
No, but we appreciate it, man. Thank you for taking the time to send in that, and also thank you for he actually put a message in my mailbox, so that was cool too. So
I'll bet he did. That's an interesting question. You know, I know Muslims, excuse me. I keep saying it wrong. Muslims can't eat pork.
Right.
Are they allowed to eat ass?
I'm sure.
I feel like one should be I feel like you should be allowed to eat bacon before you can eat ass. I feel like that should almost be a law. If I do become president, I might say that. Like, you can't eat ass until you eat bacon. You know? That's
sad. You're a sad man.
I mean, I'm racist. It's okay.
You're so stupid.
No.
Should we announce one of the winners?
I mean, do you not want to just announce them all at once, or?
No. I think we should just do one at a time.
Okay, we'll start with the.
Because if we announce them all at once, they won't understand.
You're so stupid. I announced the third prize first.
All right, so for our Mondo contest, that people actually sent in stuff and was brave enough to sort through all the madness. Winner of the third prize mystery box is friend of the show, Jeff Carlson.
Yay!
That's right. Yay, everybody.
Something about with him.
Wait, what?
I said I do have something about him to talk about.
Ooh.
So what? I don't actually know what the third prize is. Like, are you gonna tell us, or is it just gonna show up as a surprise?
Oh no, it's gonna be a mystery. I'm still gonna hold it back until I bring it to him.
Oh, okay.
But it's nice. He'll enjoy it, I believe.
You're gonna show up at his house wearing something sexy?
Yes. It's an entire collection of gay porn.
Everything about the way you said that was wrong. I don't even know where to start. Like, an entire collection. Like, does that imply that it's someone's collection, or like, because it's got to sound like.
Well, it's not mine. It's an entire collection. I just said it was just an entire collection.
Okay.
It really isn't gay porn, Jeff. So you know, just so you're not worried about getting a box full of gay porn. It's not gay porn.
I don't think he was that worried about it. I think he's okay with it.
All right, well, fuck it. I'll get you some gay porn.
The reason I said that is because I went to an event on Saturday night that he was involved in. He does work with Bridge House, which is kind of like what's your friend that came on the show talked about
Jason Blackburn.
Right. What was the name of the organization though?
Don't know.
Way to listen to this man.
Oxford House. That's what it was.
There you go.
You put me on the spot, man. I didn't know I was gonna have to answer questions.
I was just being an asshole because I couldn't remember. But Bridge House is kind of like Oxford House. I mean, it's a different organization. They're not related, but they do sort of, I think, mostly the same kind of work. But Bridge House has like a couple of events throughout the year that they do every year to raise money, and Jeff takes time out of his busy schedule to work with them and to help organize the events, and he participates in them often. I think he used to do this thing called recycled fashion. Like, he's part of it, but I think he actually used to do it where basically people go to like thrift shops and put together an outfit,
right?
And then people bid on them, and you like walk the runway. He invited me to go to that one. I saw it was pretty cool. And then this past weekend, they did what's called the Mr. Legs competition, which is basically a male strip show. It wasn't what I thought it was, but yeah, like, men get on stage and they go in their costume and they just strip down and to music. And I was like, I'd do that, but yeah, Jeff went on second, and it was pretty cool. I got to see his legs, nice legs, Jeff. Fully worthy of gay porn, and yeah, so that was pretty. Unfortunately, I wish I'd have had money to donate. I would have. There's like auctions and stuff like that. That you can do, and but yeah, it was pretty broke.
Yeah, but that's all right, man. At least you went and hung out and shit. That was really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're in the New Orleans area, keep an eye out. Like, you can buy tickets to these events, and you can help out a good cause. Fuck
yeah, and you can see sexy leg Jeff Carlson dance around.
You can. If he does it next year, I told him, like, I'm gonna get a Dude League thong for him.
Yes. Fuck yes.
If your friend that sewed us, though, which actually I just found mine yesterday, sewed us the MHOG wool hats.
Yes.
Beanies, I'd like her to sew a wool Dude League thong.
You got it, man. You got it.
He said, I didn't tell him what I wanted to do, but he was like, I'll do it. And I was like, all right. You're going to regret those words, because wool can be itchy on your nutsack.
Going to be made out of a fucking burlap sack, Jeff.
Or a burlesque sack.
What?
Speaking of, it's not speaking of burlesque at all, but this Saturday, if you're in the New Orleans area, we have a comedy show at a comic book store.
We do.
It's limited seating.
Very.
It's kind of first come, first serve, which worries me, because I hope we're full, but I hope we're not over full, because like, I don't want to have to turn people away, but we only have so many seats. But it's $5 at the door. Kyle is the host. Byron Broussard, who has Byron been on the show before?
Twice, I think.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He has at least once, probably more than
I know he's been on at least once, but I believe he's been on twice.
But it's been a while.
Yeah. I keep trying to get him to come over, like, come be on. He's like, yeah, whenever I got some time.
He sleeps a lot.
He does. But he does a lot of work, too,
So Byron is going to be one of the comics. Also, I don't know this young lady, but Brianna August.
Nice.
Or Augustus. I think it's Brianna Augustus. But She's going on, and then Kamari Stevens, who has been on the show
Yes.
On one occasion, he I think is going to close, but it's
Nice.
a 1 hour show. It's like $5, and it's in a comic book store, which hopefully should add like a different
Vibe.
yeah, maybe different kinds of material. I don't know, but I'll be there, at the helping out and probably taking some photos, stuff like that.
Yeah, hopefully I can make an appearance. I want to come. I want to be there. So if things allow me to be there, I will. I'm not sure of work schedules and shit, so I gotta get that situated.
Right. Well, it's not till 7.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I do have one last thing to talk about. Do you have anything else?
The only thing I have left to do is announce the last 2 gentlemen who won the prize. But we can talk to your story first, unless you want to just announce them and get it over with.
Why don't you announce the second prize?
Second prize, second place winner of the Jason, the Friday the 13th Mondo poster, along with some stickers. Everybody's gonna get some stickers, by the way. Just FYI, I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stickers in the stuff when we mail it. That way, they can support the show. Put it on your fucking car.
The stickers actually will be gay porn.
Yes, they will be.
Stickers.
VHS style. The next winner, the second place winner, Jason, is Chris Rochfort. He is from here, Marrero, I believe he is, right down the road. He listens to the show. He's a friend of ours. Yeah, so he won. He actually, the reason Chris got second place was because the first email he sent us was wrong. And then he sent a second one like 2 days later with the right answers. So that was pretty funny. And you can blame Kyle for that because it was Kyle's crazy whatever shit he said.
Right.
So there you go. Chris Rochford, second place. Good job. And by the way, I expect you fuckers who win to take photos with the items and send them to us so we can put them on the website. We want proof.
What, that they got them?
That they got them, and that this was a real contest and we weren't fucking dicking around.
Yeah.
We gotta prove that this exists. So there we go. Yeah.
So this is a very first world problems kind of shit, but I got a decision to make.
All right.
So I was supposed to go to Florida in October.
Okay.
And I'm kind of backing down off that a little bit just because the amount of money I needed for the trip that I wanted to take, it's probably not going to happen. So I was going to go to Universal for a few days and do what I did in March, and the hotel would probably cost me like $400 for like 3 days, but I have the ability to get like a free flight. So I wouldn't have to pay for that. I just have to like Uber out there.
Nice.
But so I was thinking about that, and I'd probably be by myself if I did that. But so I have 2 other options that I'm thinking about.
Okay, lay them on me.
One is I have wanted to go back to Arizona for a few years now. Enough time has passed that my wounds that I received in Arizona have kind of healed, and I kind of want to go and like fly into Phoenix, rent a car, and then drive across northern Arizona, like go back to the Grand Canyon and Sedona and Prescott out in some of those are off of Route 66.
Nice.
And go see the college that I was in. So I'm thinking about that. And then I've had an offer from our friend Travis Hemel, or as my phone only recognizes him, Travis Heimel.
Heimel. Yeah, my phone says the same thing. So
if I say Travis Hemel, it's like, which email? I'm like, no, Hemo, like, but it does it to me every time. But so I was like, all right, Travis Heimel, whatever. So. But he lives, he and his, it's not his fiance anymore. It's his bride. We actually went to the wedding. The unicorn, like they have offered to, let me stay with them if I ever wanted to go to San Francisco.
Oh, that's fucking great, dude. That's really cool.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about that. Like,
thanks, Travis.
Why?
Oh no, just fucking with him.
Okay. But yes, I'm thinking about that. I really do want to go to Arizona. But
What?
It's just like the thought of like, because it'd be a very lonely trip. Like, because I'd be flying in, and yeah, I mean, I'd just be driving most of the time.
This is how I would rank them for you, dude. I'd say California, Arizona, and Disney. The only reason I'd put them that way is because Disney, you've been there a billion times. Arizona, you really want to go back and check it out and see it. You just said that, you know. Mm-hmm. But the California one is you'll be able to be with friends and hang out, and you know what I'm saying? You'll be more with people.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards it.
I think that'd be really cool, man. Like, really. Travis is an awesome guy, and so is the unicorn.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, I might do that and that's actually, depending on what I do, it could end up being the cheapest as well.
Yeah.
Because if I go to Arizona, I have to rent a car, and you know I'm gonna want to stay in hotels.
Right,
know.
Places you got to stay and shit like that. Yeah.
But yeah.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned, guys, for this decision. This is gonna be a decision that's gonna be a lifetime in the making. Watch, you'll see.
I mostly just want to go cuddle with Timo.
I know. It's okay. You need to. Everybody needs to cuddle with him once.
He's the only one who still gets to call me Cuddle Bear.
That's true. That is true.
Because you won't cuddle with me anymore.
I don't. Because you're mean to me.
Mean to you?
I don't know. I'm just making up shit, dude. Come on.
I've done everything for you, okay? Like, I even offered to go steal a saw to go help you cut wood in your backyard.
Except one thing. You won't lick the ass.
I'm sorry. I won't lick your asshole. I'm sorry.
Completely joking. I never asked.
You did ask.
I might have been drunk.
You don't drink anymore.
I do sometimes, on occasion. I drank Saturday night, not a whole lot, but I did. I didn't get hammered or nothing.
You were at Roger Waters thing.
Yeah, and my boss likes to give alcohol to us, a lot of it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I actually had a little bit of alcohol Saturday night as well.
What?
Yeah, I was so at the Mr. Legs competition. So one of the things that happens is I was actually thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if we could like submit anything. No, what ends up happening is like all these vendors, these different restaurants, like volunteer food like to cater, you know. And so like there's like 30 vendors, and like 4 or 5 of them were dessert vendors. And there was like this guy. I think he was French. I'm not sure. Maybe it was English. Whatever. I can't tell the difference. Like, you fucking Euros. Brexit. Anyway, he was given these little like thumbnails, like what do you call them? Thimbles. These little like chocolate thimbles.
Oh, nice.
To a couple of girls in front of me, and I was like, that's weird. And he was like, "Would you like one, sir?" I don't even remember if I really don't remember what he was, but he was something foreign.
That was good. I like that. That was good. You covered the bases with that one. That's good. Okay.
But he's like, "Would you like one?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not? I don't know. It's free, right? Like it is, right? You know." And so he poured me 2 little thimbles, and like they each had liquid in them. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is, and it was just like it was some sort of like chocolate liqueur.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh, okay, you know, like that's cool.
Was it tasty?
No, I don't think I'll ever be an alcohol drinker. Like I do, I only drink on specific occasions to. Like if somebody, honestly, you were the last person that probably ever has done this, like, and that's probably been a few years. If somebody like is like, yeah, let's do a shot and let's,
Oh
like,
yeah.
like to here's to whatever. I'll do that, but like I used to occasionally drink when I was angry, and but that's been like
20 years.
Quite a while. No, I'm not that old.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. Actually, no, I'm not.
Not quite yet?
Enough to drink. No, I would. My 20-year reunion's in October. Actually,
okay.
The high school, so I would have been 18. So no, it's like, I mean, technically, I did my first drink of alcohol. I was like 11 or something.
Right. Yeah. Well, we all were young. I mean,
you were 11.
I was thinking I was probably younger than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I stole a beer from my dad when I was like 9 or 10, somewhere around there. And then I was like, why the fuck do they drink this? This is disgusting.
That's the effect it had on me. But no, I don't think I'll ever be an alcohol drinker. I don't think I need to.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like if weed were legal, I don't think I'd be a pothead, but I would. That's actually something that I would look into.
You would imbibe a little bit,
Yeah. Which is funny because I don't hang around a lot of people that do that. Like I've never really. I mean, I know a few people,
Yeah.
But like it's just never been a thing with anyone, aside from my dad. My dad's always been like not an open one, like a one that like he does it in his room. You walk in, you're like, what the fuck is that smell? But I know your dad was way more open with that.
Oh yeah, man, he grew it in the backyard and all kind of shit. But that was a super hippie.
Mm-hmm. So shall we announce the grand prize winner?
Sure. You want to do it?
I can if you want me to.
Sure, why not? I mean, I did the last two. Why don't you do this one? I'll let you.
You took on the first two guys. Yeah. I'm only going to take on one.
Yeah, but this is the big one.
He is pretty big.
This is the big one. The winner of the amazing Mondo contest. The grand prize winner.
That was so deflating. Like the winner of the amazing Mondo contest.
My bad. Well, Mondo is huge. Like Mondo. It's Mondo.
But
sorry.
Yeah. So congratulations to Brian Rose.
Yeah! Woo!
So that's pretty cool. I will make time to ship it up there. I got to figure out. It's like, because these posters aren't like normal posters. They're not like thin, cheap ones. Like they're made on like higher quality material. And so I got to like make sure to roll it properly so it doesn't
bend or break or something like that.
But I hope you enjoy. I know Brian's like a big like Halloween Horror Nights fan and all that. So
awesome. Yeah, so he'll enjoy the fuck out of this poster, which is the
American Werewolf in London.
Right. I just wanted you to say it, man. I knew what it fucking was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, Jeff, Chris, Brian, congratulations on winning, and I expect to get pictures from each and every one of you and your lovely gifts.
He's not asking for dick pics, just so you know.
No. I mean, if you want to pose naked with the poster, but like you behind it, that'd be awesome. I'll put that on the fucking website.
We just lost guests.
That's all right. That's okay. But yeah, that's about it, man. That's all that's going on. My band's playing on July 29th at Babylon with House of Goats, Jack Locke, Black Creole, and us. So that'll be a good show. That'll be fun. Don't forget to go to the fucking if you're in the area, go to the comedy show this Saturday at BSI Comics. Check out on our Facebook page and look it up. I'm sure it's posted on there somewhere.
It might not be.
It might not be. And yeah, so that's about it.
And unfortunately, we didn't make it.
Yeah, unfortunately. We still love him anyway. He's a hard-working man doing hard-working man things. So,
why do you make everything sound homoerotic?
I don't know, because you like it, I guess. I don't know.
Hard-working man doing hard-working man things.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be Rum's like tagline. I'm gonna put that underneath like every picture. The Rum Guy. Hardworking man doing hardworking man things. But
for listening.
Yes, thanks, guys.
And
remember to keep it.
Freaks to the metal hand of God. Metal hand of God. I'd like to welcome all you freaks to the metal hand of God. With some nerves with the urge to purge on some line. Show him the dick print and hit him with the rod. The love doctor tell you how to get the Ichabod. Crane, Adam Rowe, Kyrie Wayne. How do they maintain when they clinically insane? You keep it so metal that we speaking yoga flame. Adam Story got a point if you let him explain. Here's the pun of all puns, get a plane with Papa Wayne. Rum tapping the vein and I'm minutes bringing pain. MHOG secreting, leaving a stain. You ain't as dope as us, bitch. Stay in your lane. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Oh yeah!
Okay then. That's it.